So, hey guys, welcome to my channel, Goddess of Light 1111. So, um, with me, get on here. So, I'm not expecting much, but if any of you, a lot of you know that they don't want my message to be out there. So, let me see if anyone get on because they wanted to end it me speaking. Hey, there's two of you. Hey, 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 guys. So before I begin, I would like to give God the glory. Let's magnify God. Let's give Him His glory, His flower. I give God His flower every day. So let's God be magnified and glorified before I begin. Thank you, God. I give you the praise and the glory. So I know, like I said, I've really not expecting, a lot of people to get in here because they don't want my so-called frenemies do not want my video to be viewed, and I am okay with that. I'm okay with that by the grace of God. What's important is that I'm alive, that I can, say something to you guys. I don't mind doing any readings, but since there were people that is try to block it or slow it down and do these things, so I have to, it's just like I felt like, okay, what's the point if the message is not getting out there? So, but we're all being saved. I have a message that I wanna say before I say anything else. And if you guys have any question, even if you're one of those people that was, oh look at that, I saw two two two. Even if you are one of those people that actually watching my channel because you involved in this situation in some shape or form and stuff, feel free. I make peace, I make peace. But the fact that there is, people that's try to placing judgment on me instead of taking responsibility for themselves. So I chose to speak out in this. But before I begin, I want to tell you guys a little story. I will try to post that. Um, thank you for the person that liking. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not gonna even ask anybody to like or whatever. If you do, you do. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. If you don't either, I'm also grateful. So there was a woodpecker that's I have a little trees behind the next to the balcony. So I was sitting, watching it. I'm sitting there, so I was talking to it. I felt like he couldn't hear me. He unable to hear me because so I know that sound weird, but yes, I talk to the birds. When I went, since he couldn't hear me behind the door, I opened the door. I went to go get my phone to take a picture, and things like that. So what I told him that I opened it, I took a picture. It looked a little bit, it didn't look very clear. So I opened the door. Once I opened the door to go took the picture, he moves out of the way, so he tried to hide himself. So I said, you don't have to hide. I know you are not, you're not a good spirit. You're not a good spirit. So I know you are the devil. But I'm gonna send you back to hell where you come from. You need to return back to hell where you come from. As minute that I said that, the birds flew so fast. I have never seen anything like that before. The minute that I say, I know you are the devil, so the birds flew. The woodpecker, he flew. So, but the thing is that, is like I say, I had been having a lot of monitored spirits. So, good or bad, I talk to all of them. So, whichever that need to go where they belong, I'm sending them where to they belong. So, I say that to say that you guys, if you work in yourself, 1221, this is the universe talking, not me. the divine talking. So whatever the message I'm telling, look at that, the reverse number, 1221 right now. So, and I'm going to send a message. Thank you guys for those of you that like the video. I appreciate it. Um, some people doesn't understand how informative this video. I know that sometimes that are oversharing, are over telling, the truth. And, and people felt like because I told the truth that I deserve to die for that. It's okay because Jesus told the truth, he still dies. So I'm well aware of that. I'm not afraid of dying. It's a part of transformation. I'm not afraid of that. With that said, before I begin, these energy been coming on my readings before I even started, before I was even had 100,000 um subscribers. So I'm talking about before. There was, something that was happening in 2021. It has nothing to do with me. It has something to do with, you know, others, relationship scammers, people that might be in relationship, having kind of like trafficking men and women for money. So the reason that I am saying that, because, you know, I become a part of that unknowingly. Someone tried to involve me in this scheming, and I felt like there's a lot more to this story, that spirit is just giving me a little bit of, like giving me a little bit so I can buy, just a tiny bit, because there's more to this. Thank you guys for liking. I appreciate you. 7-Eleven, so karmic justice will be served. I'm not worried about, that. This is what I'm gonna challenging somebody. I'm gonna challenging the emperor and the empress. I have nothing against you. I have zero resentment against you. Matter of fact, instead of me having anything against you, I'm going to forgive you for everything that you put me through and my children. Try to do anything, not just spiritually, mentally, physically, energetically, legally, illegally, legally, and financially, to try to destroy one person just because I chose not to be in the throuple, however you pronounce it, not to be in a relationship, or try not to be involved in whatever that illegal activity you got going on. Didn't I say you doing anything illegal? No, I say whatever illegal activity you got going on, but I'm not saying you doing anything illegal. You cannot try to forcing me that to say or do anything that I did not do, because you cannot try to force me to get judgment because you're afraid of getting judgment, or you're afraid of going to jail, because regardless, you going somewhere. So I'm going to challenging. You shouldn't be get off so quickly. I'm going to challenging the empress. I will apologize to you publicly. I will humiliate myself publicly if you can come up with a picture of me with your husband, with a full conversation with your husband, or with anything, with anything that show that I was after your husband. I sending heart emojis. I sending heart emojis now to everybody. But that does not mean a relationship. But even as for your husband, this is for the empress. I will publicly humiliate myself, because that will be part of my karma to do that. And therefore, if I done anything that there is it, not fake document. I'm talking real. That you and I sit down, we have a full conversation. That I said your name. I said you did this. You have an email. You have something. You have an email, a text messages that prove that I did something to you or your wife, or that I'd even come after you. That, because let me say this, and I'm going to say it with a grain of salt. If I'm younger than you, I want to be entertain you when it's come to relationship and stuff like that. In order for you to do anything for an older person, you have to entertain them. That you have to entertain them, you have to, say things to their liking, right? I know I'm old fashioned. I talk on the phone. I don't text a lot. So like I say, if I have any text messages that, because let me tell, I can telling you guys something. Do not, I do not send people naked picture of me. Never. So if someone say I send them a naked picture, make sure they show you the whole body, face too, not just like showing you a fake body and stuff like that. Make sure they show you face. I do not send people naked picture of me, because if you ask me to send you a picture, you're gonna be disappointed. There will be a full body clothing picture. So again, I will apologize to you because you and your husband come after me, caused me a lot of turmoil. You tortured me. You abusing your power. Even if you have business, you sent all this group after me. You had me followed because I did not want to be in whatever you got going on. I am not going to sitting there. Even if you create any type of legal document, that's what I say, legal and illegally. Even if you create some type of legal document, like legal document, but is it really legal? Just because you got a business, you have friends in high places, you got friends at the church, you got friends at the gas station, you got friends, at the restaurant, you got friends everywhere. I understand, but money cannot buy happiness. Money is not power. I don't care what anyone say. Power comes from integrity. Power comes from loyalty. Power comes from respect. So before you come after me to say that you got some type of power, you do not respect yourself. Because if you respect yourself, you will not putting your business out there for somebody that does not want to participate. If I say no, no mean no. So if you don't have any integrity, if you're doing something in the law that I didn't know about it, right? You come in on my energies. I told you guys that I was an earth angels in the beginning. I say that. I say, if you come in on my energies, you guys can watch this. I'm not doing any readings, so don't worry. I'm not going to put your business out there just because I say that. I'm talking about when you come in my energies, like people that literally was coming on my energies. That's why all of this stuff coming out, because people sending people physically to come in on my body, because there's like multiple groups of people that was coming on my energies to harvesting my energies for money, because I decided I don't want to be in any type of group. I didn't know that was a group either. I was just invited to be in a throuple, to be in a polyamorous relationship. I was invited to be in a polyamorous relationship, and I said no. I walk away. Once I walk away, I get my wings. I get my wings as an earth angels, because I closed a cycle out. There was cause a painful ending where there was. I will apologize to both of you and your wife, publicly. Just post it and post it And you can call me whatever name you want to. It does not phase me. But you can post it and say that this is what she did. Post it. Show me that I wrote that, I was in a relationship, I wanted to do this with your husband, because when people have a call, I'm not, I'm old fashioned. If I'm gonna talk to somebody, I want to make sure the truth, because a lot of people doesn't know. I can tell whether you are sad, crying, whether you are sad, whether you are crying, whether you are laughing, whether you're sarcastic. I can tell all of that with the conversation on the phone. With the first thing, once I say, hi, how are you doing? I can tell whether the conversation, whether it's going left, right, sideways, and all that stuff. So, and thank you guys for those of you that's, you know, hanging around with me. I've been through a lot for the past 3 years. I thought this cycle could have been closed because, I did a lot of work. So my healing did not just enclose of me forget about this situation. My healing enclosed of me speaking about this situation, because when you come after me because I didn't do anything to you, try to bring in fears, you try to betray me, you having me hunting. So the hunt meant probably, and I'm going to say probably, the hunt meant, if it's spiritually, this is in entities that, like, they have no characteristic of God. This is an entity. If it's a human being, this is a hitman. But if it's an entity, is another, it's a hit man or woman spiritually that want me to literally unalive me, because they're working with this group. So this is the things that I've been going through since this, but I'm not talking about just one group, because there's the Eastern Star, there's another group, there's the group of, my complexion, because I'm going to say group of my complexion. There's a group that involves Spanish, and there's a group that's involved Caucasian, and others, and others. So there is like a lot of other different people that involved. So where they could, some of them are church, some of them are, like I say, this organization try to involve me in something that has nothing to do with me just because I said no. It has nothing to do me did terror. It had nothing to do me did anything. They will try to figure out everything and anything to making sure that, you know, that I get to a point where that I completely commit suicide. All that was projecting to me through black magic and all that stuff. So yes, you guys doesn't know the amount of work that I had to do in my life. So when I talk, they send entities to come in and harvesting my energy. When I spoke the truth, is, just it will be like some type of judgment. So, and people say, well, you're not protected. It doesn't, when you are in a spiritual battle, like, what being tested is not whether you can, is not whether, it's whether you can withstand, what's going on. So it's not because I'm not protected. It's that those small things, like, when these entities come in and stuff like that, God say, I give you that power. You can have judgment, bestow upon them if you want to, or you can let them harvesting on your energies. So I chose, to forgive these people. So I forgive whomever the employees, whomever these groups are, I forgive them. But that does not mean, because they keep going about the same thing, that does not mean I have to stop living a life that, we all live in this world. I am free, you are free. So I don't come into on your energies, because if you're the come in my energies, it's not like I'm sitting like, oh my God, because I don't know your name, but you know my name. So you see what I'm saying? I don't know your name, but you know my name. You're coming on my energies, I know your business. The same way you're putting your energies, because you want to receive some type of glory. I keep saying that and I repeated that. This Satan isn't going to sitting there tell God to protect you because they see you as lowly, they see you as nobody. I'm not going to continue on with that. This will be a conversation when there's actually people, when there's a lot of people listening. I'm not going to sitting there talking about that no more. But what had been done in my life, you cannot try to tell me that you're like 60, 55, 70 years old, you know, probably older, I don't know, for you guys to be 40s, 30s, and there's young people that's in their 20s that involved in this situation, because there was a lot of people that's actually in a gang also that, that was trying to come in, watch me and stuff. So you cannot try to telling me that you just started this situation. You cannot just telling me try to have entities to courting people to be have them pregnant spiritually or be sexually, how do you call it? Raping, I'm going to say it literally, raping people sexually, and doing all of this stuff. Because if the shapeshifters are real. So these are not people that you provide in animals to. These are entities you are doing sacrifice to. Because just like God said to me, He said, well, you got a choice, you know, to say what you see, what I'm asking you to do, or, you know, the bloods they are sacrifice is in your hand also. So what you guys doesn't understand is that people try to involve me in some type of group. So I don't talk about what happened to me. I will be able to held accountable for me dealing and getting karma. I don't know what these people are sacrificed to, whatever they are doing. You can smell the smoke. I can smell this smoke like in my bedroom, like I'm literally like I said, there's cooking going on all night. I can smell them. I don't smoke, I don't drink, like I say, I don't do no, you know, I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of this. Square, yeah, that's me. But my point is that I'm making is that when these folks, whomever they are, try to send these entities after people, it didn't just started with me. It did not start with me. Because of us, God would not go that hard. When they when every time this cycle closed, these people started again. So I have a no contract, they have no karma on top of karma. And it's not like I don't warn them. I told them that not to come on my energy in 2022. I told them that I wasn't earth angels. I told them that because they had a choice to close this cycle out, they did not. So this is not. Now, I promoted justice, not revenge. There's a difference because if I was promoted revenge, I will, say it different. And I'm not even gonna say anything because I don't want to project it. But I promoted justice. The injustice that due to me, that has been done to me. When I cannot feed my children, you try to take everything away from my family. Now I have a problem with that. Will I go after you for revenge? Absolutely not. But I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to sitting there let y'all keep bullying me anymore though. Excuse me guys, let me take a little bit of my tea. Sorry guys, I do put on my tea. So, with all being said, This is a challenge for the emperor and the empress. You have something in papers or email or text messages because of what you have done to me. That's evil beyond evil. That's evil beyond evil. If I did something to you, post it on the website, post it on my YouTube channel, because that's the only things that I have um that's work at this time, because you'll remove everything. My car, my phone, this is my phone that I do work on. The other one is just was supposed to be. But now you did everything to break me down. Not just spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, energetically, and financially. So let's say God letting you succeed, right? Let's say God letting you succeed. God closed the cycle out in 2023. You started again. What you say that? You say, oh, I don't care about your God. Well, I do. I do. I didn't wake up today because of my own. I woke up because of God. So you cowardly attacking me. Try to pretend that lies, create lies, assumption, speculation, annihilated me from everyone that I know. I'm not, like I say, yes, I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I would never say that I was lonely. You having me stalking, created burdens, everything you pay them. So you tell me that. So which mean if you have any financial setback, right? I didn't cause that because I did warn everybody. I say if y'all get me again, again, I did that. I did not have to. I say, if I go down financially, you all go down. Hey, Kathy, I say that if you sent me, if you try to, you tortured me for almost 3 years, right? And today I can still smiling, even if deep down inside that there was, you know, my soul is screaming, it's okay, Natasha. You don't have to be strong all the time. You have been strong than I can possibly think. Can, you have been strong more than any woman that I know, more than any person that I know. It's not a competition, but I'm just saying, you have been strong. You can let go sometimes. It's okay to cry. It's okay because, people entertaining, you crying, they're entertaining. You say something, I don't cry over a relationship. I'm not say I didn't because I'm a person. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But what I was saying is that, you know, I'm going to choose to be happy this year. I've done a lot of work. I'm going to choose to be happy. I'm going to choose to be happy. Whether that sometime I talk about this, it make sad, but I'm not, is I'm not sad because it make me cry, or I'm not crying because it's just like, okay, you crying because um you've been victimized. There's a difference between victimize and be a victim. Everybody felt like, oh, I will lure it by, I have never lied about anything that I said or do in here. Everybody tell a little white lies while. Once in a while. I'm not perfect, I'm not a saint. I'm not going to sit there and God and lie about that. But one thing that I know when it's come to me, God is giving me this strength, giving me, I get promoted because I said no not to be in relationship and a third party relationship. So why didn't you just leave that alone? Why why anyone think like if you come after me, you dangling like, what is it? You dangling like a carrot. Somebody thought like I was like a rabbit. If they're dangling a carrot in front of my face, I will do the tricks. But I'm not like that. If that person known me, even if you within 5 minutes, because I analyze and how do you call it? Analyzing things. I could even say analyze. Okay, you know what? Never mind. But I look people, I analyze the situation before I say anything. I watch you, I listen to you, I watch your facial expression. I analyzing. There you go, the situation before I start to say anything. Before I'm not gonna say judging you, but before I say anything, people doesn't understand. Before I do or said anything to anyone, I listen to you, and then I start looking at your facial expression, whether you are lying, whether you are a trickster, a manipulator, and all of this stuff. So if you know me, I was in a relationship with you, that I asking you, I told you I don't do friends with benefits. Why would you come in after me? If you didn't plan to set me up, why would you try to come after me to telling me that, oh, you can be with us. I'm not gonna put her before you. Hi. Hi, innocent marine sharks. Hello. But I have tried because it had to start it with somebody. Like I say, I still have the information. Had somebody hacking into my phone, had they hacking into, hacking literally, how they hacking into my phone to followed me, to tracking me and all that stuff. I still have all the information. When they come to, because when I was spoken in my car, I would say things just to see the minute, or I would park to see if there's a car. I did a lot of things, you know on my intelligent way, just to see, you know what did I do wrong. Where places that I go, I make sure I look at my surrounding to see people behaviors, just to see what I did wrong in this, mess, because I had moved. And one thing people doesn't know, and I will tell you guys that in the near future, I will tell people something that they had no clue, while that, even me didn't realize that, even me didn't quiet knowing, but I will tell you guys some type of truth. But in the near future, you guys going to have to wait, because I know there's people that watching my channel right now. Is a lot of people that watching me is the people that's involved in this situation. They want to know, they're only watching me because they want to know how much do I know about, what they are doing. Because the regular people that used to watch me, they don't promote my channel enough. They probably were moving all you know, the bell, so notification, so people doesn't get any messages. So I'm well aware of that. But so since I'm might be speaking to the same people that was participate to, unalive me for money, harvesting my energies, try to calling me crazy, abuse, followed, all that, I'm well aware. I am well aware. The funny part is, and people say, oh well, you know, mental health, it's a thing. But when you project it to someone that had been healthy all their life. And then, people say, well, is there anything that happened to this person why they behave that way? There's nothing that happened in my life for me to behave. I'm telling you what's going on right now. You're telling me about something that happened in my life, but I'm telling you right now. So, like I say, this was supposed to be a message for the empress and the emperor that have been tortured me, had me followed, tracking me, secretly watching me. There's still the people that still coming in, the people that still coming in here. They bring their animals, you know, they provided, they provided home for monitored spirit to still watching me. And I know, like I said, these things didn't just happen to just one person. This person didn't just, it doesn't matter how narcissist they are, how smart, they didn't just wake up and start thinking like, well, maybe we should start with this, this woman here. This had been going on, except that I catching on because God had prepared me for this. So, and I'm grateful for that. Excuse me, guys, let me drink some more of my tea. Sorry. I had to drink it because I don't like cold tea. And, you know, people literally sending these birds, lots of birds, to watching me and hoping this monitored spirit, whether they're coming on the attic above me, because some of these people provide their animals for monitored spirit to watch me. So wherever, whether they are outside or they are in the attic, I have to sit in there listening. Some of those nights, when there is certain energies in my room, because there used to be a ghost too. There used to be a ghost that's coming in here every single day. So all these energies that I have to talk, you cannot possibly think like someone have me, not just been holding me hostage for almost 3 years, because if they're making sure my car drainage, so making sure that I am financially drained now. But I'm not mad at that because I had a roof over my head and I use all my finance to do that, and we ate by the grace of God. So I'm grateful for that. But one thing that, people doesn't understand, you guys, a lot of you might not understand that surviving this, I can survive anything. I can survive anything. I give a lot of messages. A lot of people don't feel like that I shouldn't be in the position that I am. But like I say, you don't know my position that I have with God. You don't know what my position that I have with God. I cannot say where you are with God, but I can say where I am. It's been it's been a lot. There's this is things, you guys, whether you are my enemies, because if you're my enemy, you got enemy. Whether you guys are some of those people that watching me, right? You are some of those people that watching me because you want to know what I know. The shift is she wolf and the shapeshifters that try to come in my energies and stuff. Now they are on, everybody is on the judgment because, like I say, these energies cannot just come to anybody. because they don't have any power over nobody. They try to force themselves on me. They literally try to force themselves into my body, my energies. That's a terrible things to do because this all's been done through magic. All of these things being done through magic. So whomever that's doing the spell work and the magic, these people at this point, they don't have like they don't have gifts. They only is like, okay, some things they get from because they hire different high priestess, different magician, to do this spell work for them. I am well aware, since you want to know what I know, I'm well aware that some of these people travel to come in and do magic close to me so it can be effective. But God say, no weapon formed against her, no weapon formed against goddess of light shall prosper. The message wasn't supposed to be that long. I just wanted to say something with this, um the empress that tried to, whatever that she got going on with her emperor and stuff. I wanna make that clear. I don't do third party, and I don't do married men or married women. I'm not attracted to women. Never had, not going to happen. Not in this lifetime and not in the next. Because God hasn't changed that rules yet that say that, you know, and then people try to sending, okay, let me say this. And I say this for, like new people. I say that for new people that might watch this video, maybe if there is no people that watch this. These people do something. When someone say I'm gonna give you a gift, be mindful of the gifts because I had said that someone kind of try to give that to someone to making me feel like I was stupid and stuff. When I said that they tried to give it to another reader to try to say that I know their gift wasn't like it wasn't materialized gift. It's like giving you some type of entities, giving you some type of entities. So it could be like, small spirit, like, energy, like, you know, energy they sacrifice to. It could be running from small, okay? Those are the gifts that these people are trying to give to other people, and they will annoy the people so bad to a point that for them to do something that, and then they could make it like it's a quick flick accident, or it's a natural or all these people, it just happened to them naturally. But for me staying in the upright, because I stay in the upright, God blessed me to know what these entities are, how I can remove them. Even they're placing like, high priestess or high priest, these people could be like, the Jews, people that's been passed away. Like these are like people that used to be in in lifetime ago. They might have dug deeper into the past to know that, oh, you used to have a auntie that used to be wicked and stuff like that, and they will give you that as a gift. So be mindful. This is for the new people, not these people that are listening to me right now. The people that are listening to me, they already know. They already know what's going on. Yeah, that's what they hang up so quickly too. The minute that I say that. Yeah, I'm well aware. And yes, I do not do magic, but I'm not afraid of magic. I do not do magic because, you know, God said that He gave people those for a reason, and it's not all of us is going to sitting there hurting other people, because God will swing His swords. When you start hurting people, you start hurting innocent people, He will show His wrath. That's the truth. That's facts. He will show it because at to a point where you're sitting there bullying innocent people, you bullying your brothers and sisters. You feel like because I'm different color, but we both got the same blood. We both got blood of Christ, blood of God. But you feel like you are more um you felt like you are superior than I am. But God say I make everyone equals. He gives certain people certain abilities, certain power to making sure that, the world can running smoothly. Because if there was no shepherd to guide the sheep, they're gonna end up in the highway and run over. Oh, okay, Natasha. All right, girl. If there is no shepherd to guide the sheep, yep. And if there's no captain to guide the sheep, also, guess what? It will take the ship to wherever in the world, even end up crashing. So I get two beautiful analysis from God right now. So take it as take it. If it make you feel better, you can figure that out. But that's just a proverb. So, just use it how you want to. But I just wanted to say, I'm challenged the empress and the emperor. I did anything to you with, you know, you have the chance. You have the chance. Because what I go through, because what you're trying to do is that during the day there's nothing going on, but during the night and stuff like that. And I know it's not everybody in this community that doing that, but there's still people that still focus on coming on my energies at nighttime. And I know somebody has the Ace of Pentacles, there's somebody has a camera or a small animal. Whomever this person is, you know who you are. And that's still illegal. It's still unethical. It's still unethical for you to try to use your camera, your little dog and stuff like that to come in on my energies in the middle of the night. You know who you are. So I'm not gonna call you out, but I'm gonna give you a chance to make it right. You know who you are. Because if you're gonna watch me secretly, you will never know what I say or do. You'll make it really heaviest. Someone could be heavy set. You'll make it really obvious for me to know um when you did something wrong. You'll make it really obvious for me to know when you did something wrong. It's just like, okay, if I'm not talking and stuff like that, how do this woman know to come in and stuff, to come in and thinking like I'm gonna talking? So which means that she connect to me and by doing the courtship thing they tried to do for me, for all of this is like, okay, this man felt like this older gentleman, the business leader, the business, he probably the one that started the organization, but he get it somewhere that started the organization like, oh, if I don't do what you say, I'm gonna torture you. I'm gonna make your life a living hell because I got money. By trying to create some type of fake investigation. Someone might have a judge that is their friends. Someone might have a judge that is their friends because when I called the court, they said there was no legal document and stuff like that. Someone might have their friends, having some type of legal document that's sitting there, create some type of legal document in hoping that I said or do something, that I say something that, you know, and then there was like, I told you she was doing that. So if I say something here, right? If I say something here without me doing it online the way I am right now, you go tell it to a judge, it's illegal. They cannot hold me accountable for this. They cannot hold me accountable for this because how do you got the message? Because you was watching me illegally. You was watching me illegally, so you cannot use that in the court of law because you get it illegally. So again, if I am being investigated, do the right things because black magic, death threat, um, hitmen try to unalive me, try to follow me, try to put drones up where I live at. It has nothing to do with anything that I have done. This is someone that is trying to take away their criminal activities, whatever they got going on, and try to place it on me so that way that they can keep continue doing what they are doing by try to bring fears, by try to make it look like, oh, she's mentally unstable. Oh, she's that and third and things like that. Because there was a woman that was evaluating me. She driving a white Toyota RAV. She was, there was also the lawyer with the wealthy man. What is that wealthy man got to do with me? I have no idea because I don't have no wealthy friend. My wealthy friend is Jesus. So I don't know anybody, that I'm just being truthful and honest. I don't know none of these people. So they try to use all my exes and their foolishness is and stuff. They could just stand up for me, but they feel some type of way and stuff like that because I am an earth angels now. Not because that they were care before, because everybody move on in their relationship. So now they find out she's an earth angel for real. She's still not dead yet. Oh, so now people try to, like hiding behind these groups they are serving. But like I say, if you are serving Satan, baby, you are in the wrong path because those crows, those dark entities, they are not going to ask God to save you. They want to save themselves. They want to stay in power. That's why God told the devil, you can test this person. You cannot touch her. You can, if they are go with you, that's them. But Satan want Satan only got Satan doesn't have power over nobody. They only got what they got because you give it to them. Because they're looking at, like I say, they see you below them. Doesn't matter how they look, doesn't matter how they smell, they still see you below them. Why would they want you? God already have powers. 111, a new beginning. God already have power. He don't need you to do that. God tested you. God tested the one in the upright. So he will let the devil test you. When people say, oh, this person sold their soul to the devil, do you really think that they sold their soul to the devil? How do you sold your soul? It said that the devil can destroy your soul, right? They need your soul to stay in power, but you have to actually say yes to that. So how you're gonna come after me and for people to think like that I was going to do that? I don't owe Satan. I don't owe the devil nothing. I am a free woman. I am a free woman. I got my wings since 2021. Y'all should have listened. Y'all think like if I had said, oh, y'all think like y'all try to unalive me more, more than 50 times. More than 50 times. Try to do all of these things. So if I had said that, let this is just say an if. If I have to wish If I have to do a return to sender, which is I don't even do return to sender because I don't want nobody to go through what I'm going through. I just say I surrender the outcome to God. If I had said that, something happened to you, can you come after me? But would you tell the Lord that, well, we've been trying to murder her for 2 years. We've been trying to murder her for 2 years because she know too much. I did not know too much. I know just enough because I felt like there's a lot more. I've been an archangel since some birth. Since birth, I get my wing in 2021. God, God said, time is ticking. Time is ticking. 114. Time is ticking. You got the chance to make things right. You got plenty of time. Because have you never, you can, sometimes you watching a movie, the bad guy turn, turn on the bad guy. It's a thing. It's a thing. The same energies that you come after me, there's the same energy that the one you serve gonna come after you too, with the same energy. Because they're not going to go down for you. That's the truth. That's the facts. They're not going to go down. Nobody's going to. You don't want to take responsibility for your wrongdoing. So you're trying to sell me like I'm your child to evilness, to wickedness. They're going to come after you for the same thing. You owe them. You abuse your power. You do all of that. You're walking around with your hell high and stuff like that and mighty. But nobody said that I did anything to them. Nor do I have any attention. So, for those of you that was there with me, whether you were there for good information or some information that's going to help you, I hope anything that I said, my teaching, me spoke my truth, is to help humanity, is to help others that need, not to entertain anyone who want to know what I know. So may God bless you this year. May it's giving you a new heart, and may it giving you peace and remove the darkness over your eyes so you can see clearly before it's too late. So God bless everyone that I listen. Whether you were there for 2 seconds, 5 minutes, I'm grateful. I appreciate you guys so much. Pass it on. Don't pass it up. Pass it on. So have a good day. Bye.